Milwaukee just announced new tools.
So did RIDGID and Harbor Freight.
We've got sanders, impacts, chainsaws, torque multipliers, high torque impact wrenches, and more.
Plus another platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool.
This is the Tool Show.
Welcome back, tool fans. I'm Sarah, this is Rob, and we have a ton of new tool news, starting with RIDGID. But before we get to that, you might have noticed my awesome Tool Show embroidered block ladder work jacket.
Super nice.
We have them in both black and a really pretty olive green, and this weekend only, they're 50% off with the code TOOLSHOW50. But move fast because colors and sizes are limited, and when they're gone, they're gone. Okay, back to RIDGID. This is the all-new RIDGID 18-volt 360-degree LED area light. It pumps out 2,000 lumens of clear white light, ensuring accurate colors when you're wiring things up. It has 3 brightness levels and 3 directional modes. It can provide up to 18 hours of runtime on low with a 6 amp-hour battery. It's light, durable, and it's IP54 rated for water and dust resistance. It can be hung from its integrated hanging hook or mounted on a universal tripod stand. It also has USB-A and USB-C charging ports for your small mobile devices. It will be available this summer for $129. RIDGID also announced this new 18-volt LED floodlight with 2,500 lumens, 3 power modes, and gets up to 12 hours of runtime on low with a 4 amp-hour battery. The light head pivots up to 265 degrees. It can be hung with the included rafter hooks, keyholes, and universal tripod mounts. It also has a handy top handle for toting it around. You can pick one up in the summer for $99. Last of all, RIDGID launched an 18-volt LED magnetic task light. This one has 900 lumens, a high and low mode, and up to 24 hours of runtime on low with a 6 amp-hour battery. It has a 225-degree pivoting head and rotates up to 270 degrees. It also has a rafter hook and a handy magnetic base. Also available this summer for $69.
Milwaukee's still announcing new stuff despite Pipeline being only a few weeks away. This week, they launched the new Pack-Out 15-inch structured tote and a new Pack-Out structured backpack. Both feature layered tear-resistant material and a reinforced structure that holds its shape to withstand the harshest job site conditions. They can both carry up to 50 pounds, and their impact-resistant base features modular connectivity with all Pack-Out components. Both bags should be available now, with the backpack ringing up at $319 and the 15-inch tote at $249. They also announced new large and compact pack-out wall plates that feature metal reinforced mounting tracks. They allow users to consistently hit 16 and 24-inch studs, and they have quick alignment tabs on all sides, making it easy to install rows and columns of multiple plates. The large plate supports up to 150 pounds, while the compact supports up to 50. They'll be available in June for $49 and $24 respectively.
If you've ever seen our show before, you probably already know that Rob and I love a good knife.
We do.
And if you're like us, you'll like the new release from Harbor Freight. This new Icon drop point knife has ceramic bearings, premium D2 steel blade, and G10 handle with carbon fiber inlays. It has a curved grip to naturally fit your hand, has low friction pivot point for reducing wear, and a CNC machined belt clip for long-lasting durability. Speaking of, it also has a lifetime warranty. Harbor Freight likes to compare this blade to the $134 drop point from Mac Tools, but the Harbor Freight rings up at a much more palatable $39. Love it.
Father's Day is right around the corner, and if you're like me, you never know what to get Dad to say thanks for all the dad stuff. Well, our friends at Ekster are having a huge Father's Day sale where you can save up to 40% off their popular wallets and accessories.
And even more on top of that with the code TOOLSHOW. Just saying. And I know I'm not a dad, but I can't tell you how much I love my Eclipse aluminum card holder. It's insanely compact, holds up to 12 cards and a few bills, and yes, it glows in the dark.
But the aluminum card holder comes in 12 other colors, and of course, you can also get it in carbon fiber or one of their ultra soft leather options. Best of all, their new tracker card now allows you to use Apple's Find My app to track it and easily recharge it every 6 months or so.
Their Father's Day sale runs from now until June 20th.
We'll put a link to the sale in our description, and don't forget to use code TOOLSHOW to save even more on top of the sale prices. Get your dad something he can really use this Father's Day and save a bunch of money at the same time.
Can't afford not to save that money, guys. Moving on to our favorite tool videos of the week, Todd, the GOAT of product testing, has a selection of OBD2 code scanners this week, and I can't stop watching. As it turns out, the decorative lights that show up periodically on your dashboards have meaning and shouldn't be covered up with stickers or ignored.
You have not actually done that.
Okay, well, No, I haven't, but somebody that I knew did
Yeah.
that once. If you want to figure out why your check engine light is on, Todd has the best way to get to the bottom of it.
Sanding is never a fun part of any project that you're working on, but having one that works can definitely help. Tools and Stuff has a variety of corded sanders from Makita, and in a separate video, a couple options from Mirka. Personally, my favorite sander that I ever had was a really nice Mirka Eros that I sadly sold when I really needed the money. Now I just can't bring myself to buy another $500 sander, but I do know how great they can be. To see if they would be worth it for you, head over to Tools and Stuff.
Tinker with Tools continues his mission to find the best Japanese impact driver for your next purchase, and this week he is testing a Hikoki WH36DC and a Makita TD002G. That purple Makita might just make an import worth it to me.
You like purple tools?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, that's fair. Torque Test Channel decided to do some old-fashioned manual labor this week and tested a series of torque multipliers, some of which claim to turn your hand crank into 5,000 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, good luck with that. They have examples ranging from $4,000 all the way down to a $60 option from Amazon. What do you think of the chances are that they'll break one? Leave your guess in the comments, then go watch.
Two of my favorite things landed in one video this week, James and chainsaws. Recently, he got the new Ego 20-inch chainsaw and put it up against a steel in a sawdust-throwing, tree-eating, timber cookie cutting contest for the ages. And you owe it to yourself to watch it at Machinery Nation and tell James his American sis says hi.
Tim Johnson held a heavyweight championship on Shop Tool Reviews this week, bringing in the Milwaukee 2967 to take on the Snap-on CT 9080. These are not toys, my friends. These are weapons of mass extraction, and Tim is just the guy to tame them. As you'd expect, the numbers are pretty close until you get to the price, at which point the Snap-on tax makes the Milwaukee tax look like pocket change. All good fun.
And last of all, over on the Tool Show, Rob and Sarah launched their first episode of Tool List, in which they tested the DeWalt DCD 991 against the Milwaukee 2903 on a series of shady-looking rigs and questionable safety standards.
Hey now.
If you haven't seen the first episode of our new series yet, we hope you check it out. But don't look for episode 2 tomorrow morning, because this week the Flex Turbo Drill broke our rig. Seriously.
It was literally too powerful for our rig, but I'm fixing it as fast as I can.
I know you are. It's time again for our Platinum Tool Deal from Ohio Power Tool. This week you can save $50 off a $100 purchase of anything in stock on the Ohio Power Tool Summer Items wall.
There you'll find things like OPE equipment from Milwaukee, Ego, and DeWalt, including blowers, pruners, and even lawnmowers.
There are Honda generators, sprayers, chainsaws, fans, coolers, radios, and even a Milwaukee heavy-duty bottle opener for all of your heavy-duty bottles.
But remember, the code to save all that money will only work for the first 25 people, so you have to act fast. The code you need is TS64890. Good luck.
I want to thank SKIL, Ego, TestedHQ, and Ohio Power Tool for continuing to support our show and our community of tool fans.
All right, guys, if you can, do something kind for someone else this weekend. And Sarah and I will see you next week.